Hello, how are you?
Fine.
So what are you girls doing?
Nothing.
Hello and welcome to HTML Essential Training. This is an absolute beginner course. There is no programming knowledge is required, and I will be going through this course on a step-by-step covering one concept at a time. On a modern website, there are three basic building blocks to create a web page. The first component is the HTML, that is the hypertext markup language, that gives the structure of the page. It is used for display, headings, paragraph, list, and so on. There is no programming logic in there. The next component is the CSS, that is the cascading style sheet. What it does is it gives the positioning of the fonts and pictures and colors, and it gives really the look and feel of the page. So with the structure and the style, you can create a basic web page. But modern web pages, they are more interactive. So if you need any kind of user interaction, you need some sort of a mini programming language, some sort of an action. If you want to have some action happening, you need, normally people use JavaScript. It is a mini programming language. JavaScript is that makes a web page dynamic. We have separate tutorials series covering all these technologies. In this series, we only look at the HTML, the structure part of it. In this session, we install the necessary tools and create our first HTML file. All we need is a simple text editor to create, to write HTML code, and browser to view the HTML file. There are some text editors available out there that gives syntax highlighting, line numbers and all that make it writing code easier. One of them is what's called Notepad++ for Windows users, and the other is Sublime Text. It is available for Windows and Mac. Do not use any word processing systems because they are not suitable for HTML coding. All right, and the browsers I am going to use is Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox. These two browsers are the main browsers out there on the market. To get Notepad++, just search for it, Notepad++, that's the one. And that's the first one. You can just click on that. And this is the download page for Notepad++. And you can download your 32-bit or 64-bit. I'm using 64-bit, so I just click download, and it begins to download. After it is downloaded, you can just click on it and open. Allow this to make changes. Yes, continue. Okay. And it will set up the Notepad++ on my computer. Agree to the terms. Yes. Okay. Create shortcut on the desktop. Okay, no worries. Install. So that is installing. Run Notepad. Finish. After installing, the first thing I do is look for it, Notepad++. There it is, and right click and pin to taskbar so it is easily accessible. So click on it. Here the initially page is showing some useful information. After reading that, you can close it. To make coding easy for us, the first thing we need to do is configure something like, say, settings, preferences. Go to auto completion. Make sure that the HTML tag completion is ticked on. Close. Right, we are ready to do our first HTML code. I will do the coding first, and I will explain that later. Alright, I paste in the code. I will explain these things later. What I pasted here is a simple HTML code. The first line is saying to the browser that this is a HTML type of document coming, and these two tags HTML, this is called start tag and end tag, and within this is the HTML document. Okay, within the HTML document there is a header tag, and within the header you put the titles and other metadata in it. And this part is useful for search engines and the browsers. And within the HTML tag also there is a body tag, and this is where you put the text and images and videos or whatever people you want the people to see, you put in within the body tag. All right, so this is a basic HTML document at the moment. All right, we created a file and we want to save it somewhere. So file, save as, and let's save it in a place we can find it easily. Let's say on the desktop, and we have a directory created called the HTML _essential training. All right, in that directory we call the file index. Make sure that save file types as .htm or HTML. This index HTML is what's called the base on the root of the folder. Okay, and that is the folder become our site. We need to see what we created. We can view it in the browser. So for that, go to run. Let's run with Google Chrome. Launch Chrome. There we go. It is running Hello World. So that is good. It's all working fine. If you right click on the browser and say view page source, you will see the code we have written, all of this, and the body tag we wrote Hello World. That's what is showing. On the title base template, that is not showing on the page, but the title will show at the top here on the tab. See? So that's the title, and if you put an icon on something, that is all that will also show there. So the header tag is not visible on the browser main content part. The content part only visible from the body tag. That is the Hello World. Let us change this code to Hello World. I am learning HTML essential training. Hooray! That's good. That's something exciting. So save it and run it again. Run in Chrome. There we go. Hello world, I'm learning HTML essential training. Hooray! That's good. So it is working fine. And let us see how it looks on Firefox. Run launch in Firefox. There we go. Hello world, I'm learning HTML essential training. Hooray! Very good. So we have successfully created a file, an HTML file, and run it on the browser. All right, and that is good. So let us, I will also show you how to download and install the Sublime test and do the same thing. If you are interested in that, it is actually the same thing. To download Sublime test, you just type it here, Sublime text. That's the one, Sublime test. So do that. You can download for Windows or Macintosh. So I'm using Windows now, so let's download that. Download. It is downloading here. When it is downloaded, you can open it. Yes. Next. Next. Add Explorer. Yes. This will allow you to drag and drop. That's a good thing. Next, install. So it's installing. Finish. Now you look for Sublime Text. Sublime Text. That's the one. Right click on it and pin to taskbar. So it's easy to accessible. Now let us open our index file in Sublime Text, the one we created before. Right click on it, open Sublime Text. There we go, that is the one. When you find that the screen is dark or something, or you can change colors, you can go to preference and the color scheme and just choose one of those colors, different colors. So this is in Sublime Text. It works exactly the same way as the Notepad++. You can also open project file here. Okay, let's do that. You just drag and drop the folder, project folder in here. So that is the folder and that is the file. Please note that the folder we created, this is the project file. This is all the web pages there, and index is on the root. And in the future, we'll be creating a lot of folders here and creating files in it. In this session, we talked about what is HTML and downloaded the essential tools, created a basic HTML file and run it and make sure everything works. In the next session, we look at the HTML structures and more tags. Thank you for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.